Hello, hello. Hope all is well with you. Today is Wednesday, and I wanted to come on real quick. Not gonna be here long. Not gonna be here long. I want to pop in and talk about a few things and then get on off. If you don't already know, I am Leslie of Les Ann's Creation. You can call me Les Ann and I will answer. That is still my name. So what do I do here? I am a plus size fashion designer. I teach sewing. I've showed a lot of sewing things. Show fashions that I've done for plus size women. But the main thing is I love fabric and I love to sew. So pretty much anything there is, I've done. As far as with sewing is concerned, I've made home decor. I've actually done upholstery several times. I've done men's clothes, kids' clothes, adult clothes, gowns, and whatever floats my boat, I can pretty much do. So, I apologize. My hair is not the greatest. I'm actually due to get my hair cut, so it doesn't look the greatest. I can't shape it usually when it's gone awry and done its own thing. So it just acts a little crazy. So I apologize for that. I do look like I'm a little tired because I am, due to the fact that the other day I wasn't paying attention to the time and I was so focused on finishing some projects that I literally stayed up to the next morning and then still woke back up in the morning time. So I only slept like maybe 3 hours. So I'm paying the price of when I did that. So part of the reason why I'm coming on, I want to show you some things that I have worked on and what I am trying to do. I have come to the realization, okay, I know that I probably should have come to this realization before now, but I guess I'm getting up in age or something and my mind is starting to really tell me I need to stop. Throat. Need a little hotness, so I'm drinking something hot. Anyway. Realization that I just have way too much fabric. I can't seem to get really organized with my fabrics. And because I can't, it's kind of everywhere. And I recently received I had went to Miami. I went on a cruise. Okay. So y'all, now I will tell you my videos kind of come out random. So there's no real order to them. So you may have to float through a few to find certain things if you're looking for something particular. But I think I showed the video, I'm not for sure, of some fabric that I had bought when I went on my cruise. I stayed actually in Miami. And while I was there, I'm not even gonna lie, I was planning to buy more, but I had to say, no, don't buy too much, slow down, it'll be okay. You'll get, I just get a little something, something. So I got a little something, something. I didn't do too bad. It still was like 30 plus yards. I got at least 30 something yards of fabric. Well, right after or right before I left to go to Miami or go to my cruise, so a sister from church who used to sew gave me fabric. When she gave me the fabric, it was like 2 boxes. I think it was 2 boxes. And they were moving size boxes. I think in that box, because I think I went through all of it before I left. I went through the boxes. There was probably, I kept, I would say about 50 yards. Something like 50 yards. round about there. And let's just say, probably keeping at 50 yards probably wasn't something I should have did, but I did it anyway. Yeah, it was some cute fabrics in there, some things I can like make something for my grandkids. In fact, one of them's right here. One of the fabrics is right here, and I'm gonna show you that in a second. I may have to pan around the room and throw it on the mannequin. So it was more like this. Certain fabrics I automatically kind of kept, like cottons. I keep cottons because even if I don't make something for myself out of the fabric, I can use it to make something for my grandkids. I do a little quilting, not much. That is a whole nother ball of wax, and I probably shouldn't get into it because it's just gonna cause me to go like a little too much. So that's some of the stuff that like I pulled out the box. There was cottons and rayons, and she had some knits in there. There was like boatloads of different things. So certain things I automatically kept because I know that I could utilize it for making like a pencil skirt, making, I think it was one fabric and there was like a double knit. I like the print on it. And it's great for the winter and fall time for me, especially I get cold easily. So I like the texture and the feel of that fabric. And it was just a lot. And so when I tried to get things together to kind of put it up, yeah, let's just say it wasn't going up like I wanted to. And because of that, I realized that I really need to kind of pare down. Destash, and I've destashed before. I've actually recently destashed a lot of fabrics, but I felt that instead of destashing, since I run a business, I'll just go ahead and make different clothing items, and I'm doing a pop-up shop sale on Zoom. I've decided to do it on Zoom because it allows me the opportunity to kind of interact with the people. I like to hear people talk. I love conversation, and I feel that there's no other way where I can really talk to y'all, where y'all talk back, other than reading comments. You know, I guess instant gratification. I'm sorry. Or just, especially when I want to show off plus size items, and that's what that's who I cater to the most, is plus size women. And my clothes are, I will put them in a sassy, sophisticated, sophisticated, and not too trendy. I try not to be too trendy. I have some trendy items, but I don't do trendy too much because they don't sell well for me. I noticed that my attire that can translate from work to church works way better for me. I have maybe a few items that could be considered kind of clubbish, but it's like casual clothes. I mainly focus on ready to wear. So they're casual, easy clothes to wear pretty much anywhere, like going to run into the grocery store, but yet is not that just the jogging pants and sweatshirt deal. It's not jogging pants, sweatshirt deals. It's a little cuter. That's why I say it's a little cuter. But, and I have a few cover-ups and stuff like that. So I am trying to focus on using the fabrics that I have and making items to kind of clean out. Right now, of course, the price may be a little lower than normal due to the fact that I have such an excess and I have no room, including for the stuff that I make. But I'm determined to purge. I figure if I purge, you have an opportunity to try out my products, see how they work. I will tell you that anybody will pretty much tell you that has purchased an item for me, they are still wearing that items years later. It's still in good condition, in great condition. So price point is on most of my clothes a little bit higher, or I would put my price point around Lane Bryant, the Avenue, but it will not tear down so quickly. I say that because I literally, the only thing with my clothes are the ones that I've had for years. Most of the time, the only thing that I usually have a problem with is my hem. And that's because I fluctuate in weight. And when I fluctuate in weight, the hem ends up on the ground and I end up stepping on it more often. That's pretty much usually the only thing I have a problem with. But so, like I said, I am focusing on making different items. Now, the stuff I'm getting ready to show you is just a couple things that I've done. I am currently working on something. I have like stuff already on the table that I'm ready, and I'm going to get to it. I needed a boost, so I decided to come and do a video real quick for y'all. So, I have some lightweight satins material. They've been in my box, my drawer, my cabinet for a minute. And because I have a boatload of, you can't see them all, but literally that's the first row of like Notion items. Notions, that includes my elastic, my thread, and everything. That's just one row. It's a total of 3 rows behind me that, you know, go all the way up. That's got baskets full of stuff. And I'm trying to figure out ways to make items and things that I can utilize as much of what I already have without buying anything. So, using scraps of the material, I did headbands. These headbands. I figured in fashion, a lot of times I have a lot of ladies who put on makeup, and sometimes you don't have anything to kind of push your hair back out the way before you get started, or you have to worry about clips or look for them. Well, these two in particular, I have made a robe. They're both going to be 3X, I think. Both of them are 3X robes, 2X, 3X robes to go with. They will be paired with either this. I have something else too, so it's going to be an option on these, but I will have a couple extras available to purchase as well. I will probably, I'm not for sure if they end up on the website. They may only be available during my pop-up sale, which I'm thinking of, thinking of doing it once a month until I have a serious reduction of material. So hold on a second. I'm gonna change the camera around so you can go see the mannequin and see this item, the other item. All right, so the other item that I made, that out of the fabric that I received, this one doesn't have a pattern to it. It's one of the ones that I've done before, but I changed the neckline, and it just happened to work out. So it's got somewhat of a V neck. It kind of slopes down. It has bell sleeves, And it's just something I'll probably wear around the house. It's a, you know, it's a moo some would say it's a moo. Um, I have another fabric that was in that box that I could definitely make more or something similar, because you know, not always, even if you just wear one like coming out of the bathroom or whatever, because not everybody wears a heavy robe. I have like this real heavy robe, which it's like I wish I had something like in between that heavy robe, but something that's a little bit warmer, because mine's is like real fluffy, which I actually have some of that fabric upstairs or something very similar. I'll be cleaning out a whole lot. Let's just say that this year is probably going to be sew fest, okay? Sewing fest. I'll be sewing something. Every day I'm going to definitely sit down and be sewing. Of course, I am also getting ready for my launch, which is on March the 15th. That's my spring collection. Some of these items were showcased in my fashion show in December. I am going to be releasing those items as well as a few more. We'll see how things work, because like I said, I have a lot to do, a lot to clean out, and maybe a few of the items that I make this week or next week will actually go towards the spring collection. Not sure, don't know everything. It's all kind of evolving as I'm working. But anyway, here is another item that I did, a little girl's top. Something like really cute umpire. It's made out of a cotton. I forgot what's the name of it, but it's a cotton. It does button up in the back. I think the only thing, and see, I'll tell you, for my grandkids, they are tall. They're tall children for their age range. And because they're tall, because I think my oldest grandchild, she stands like here. I think she's about here. And she is 10. I think she's 10. Don't quote me. So she's 10. So she's real long. She's short torso, but long-legged. So she has to go up in size for the length she needs for her pants. And she grows out her pants like it's no tomorrow. Whereas my other grandchild, she's a little shorter, but she's a thick girl. But she got long legs too. Long-legged grandbabies, yeah. But they're taller than the norm. And because they're taller, finding clothes or getting clothes for them is not easy, because my daughter-in-law just has the time trying to find clothes for them. And have to go out of their sizes to get the length they need. Otherwise, All right, y'all. I done managed to talk longer than what I had planned. So, like I said, I will be going through a lot of clothes, a lot of materials, making randomish kind of things. So they're not normally maybe my normal aesthetic. It may be because the fabric dictates me doing that, because I may not have enough. That's why during this pop-up sale, there may be sizes smaller than normal. That's not my norm. It's only because I don't want to waste fabric. When I make something, I don't want to waste fabric. So say, okay, this is probably about 2.5, maybe 3 yards, something like that. I can make a shirt. I think it's 2.5, 3 yards. I could probably make a shirt. Ooh, this is kind of cute, but it's light. It's a lightweight, almost like a seersucker. It's a cotton, but almost like a seersucker. So if I did a button-up top out of this, and let's say after I make the button-up top, maybe a short sleeve or whatever, and I make the shirt a size 18 or a size 22. That's what size I make it, right? After I make it, there's literally a yard left. A yard is enough for me to make a little kid shirt or a small. So a small something. And that allows me to get rid of all the fabric and not have any or very little left over. My goal is to have minimum amount left over where I'm literally throwing away scraps. Even if it turns around that I, find a nonprofit that I give this clothes to. Maybe, especially if it turns out to be kids' clothes, I can give it to like a women's shelter who has children there or whatever. I'm just not a person who likes to waste fabric. It burns my soul when I see stuff just wasted. So that's part of what I'm going to be doing. So you'll see random videos of me showing off what I've worked on, what I've made. You may not see everything because by the time I make it, it may be gone. So we'll see. Well, I'm going to get off here. Y'all have an amazing day. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's vlog, whatever. And make sure you make comments below. Let me know what you think of what I've talked about. Because sometimes you kind of don't know if you're going in the right direction, because some people may feel the same way I do. And if you're a sewer or want to learn how to sew, make sure you check some of my videos. I'm trying to put out at least 1 to 2 videos a week. Some videos I do have currently right now about 80 something videos already on here. So make sure you check some of the older ones out, because even the older information has a good amount of information for you and you can still use it. Sewing doesn't change. It just evolves a little bit, but the techniques pretty much are the same. How you do something is still the same. And if you want to learn how to alter something or modify something, I guarantee you I got a video for that, because I've done that a lot too. So make sure you like and subscribe. I'm still working on building a playlist. So if it's a particular subject, I'm going to try to put them in a better playlist order to make it easier for y'all to find stuff. So thank you for watching. Y'all have an amazing day yet again. Talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.